Hello, happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. I'm doing fine, and it's another Friday. Last week, talked about speak life, live life. And I know that is easier said than done, but what are you speaking life to? But the question I had today and what was reflecting of late was there's some things that hold us back. Some of our beliefs and assumptions that we have that we acquired as we are growing up may hinder us to speak life to a situation. Let me give you an example. Um, Depending on where you were born, I was born very close to Islam, and the belief system I had was the one of it's never enough. Like money is never enough. Money is not grown on trees. It's never enough. And that belief system limited me to seek abundance because abundance tells you there is more than enough. So that's just one belief system that really held me back to settle for less. Money is not enough. Let's survive with what we have. But is that true that money is never enough? Or can you have more than enough? That's just one area. What belief system do you have that you have acquired growing up that you think is limiting you from speaking life? Yes, I said last week, speak life to a situation, but I also recognize that sometimes it's hard to speak life, especially when you see the realities on the ground. Things on the ground are different, and I understand that. But that's the more reason you should speak life to your situation. I remember when I was stuck in a wheelchair, the reality around me was things are bad. Perhaps this will be my life, being on a wheelchair. I cannot do much for myself. I'm bedridden. But I chose to speak life. And before you speak life, you have to engage your imagination and see there's a possibility that I can recover. There's a possibility that I can recover. So even if you're in a hard situation, just speaking out your dreams, I will do this. You may not know how you'll do it. Just speaking out in obedience, I think that makes a big difference rather than speaking doom in your situation. Either way, it will come to life. If you speak life, if you speak doom. And you may not necessarily speak with your mouth, it's just your self-thoughts that you have. But the point I want to make today is the reason why we can't speak life to our situation, number one, is we look around and we see, okay, this is the reality on the ground. My pockets are empty, or I am unwell. Things are not looking good in my marriage. That's the reality. The other thing you can think about, number two, that limit us is the beliefs and assumptions that we have. And I've given an example. What's your belief system in regards to money? As a growing up, of course, we are taught money is scarce and all those things. And that limited me in terms of I really need to watch out the money I get to save perhaps everything because money is scarce. And that limited me to think, is there a possibility that I can have more than enough? That I can have an abundant life. Is there a possibility? So one way to speak life is to challenge your assumption, is to look at what am I believing that is limiting me from speaking life. In which area of your life? Is it in your marriage, education, finances, health? And what do you believe about that situation? So number one, you can just ignore the situation, the reality on the ground, and you speak life. Number two, you can challenge some of the assumptions that you have grown up with. And I know it's difficult to observe some of your assumptions, but just trace your thought pattern. What do I think? And you can choose a topic. What do I think about money? Is money enough? Is money scarce? Is it true? Is it not true? Can I have more than enough? And then you will see the possibilities that this can be done. I can do this. And I'm sure you can do all things. We just limit ourselves by our self-talk, and we got that from as far back when you were growing up, because I'm sure you are not born with that. Depends where you were born, how you were brought up, who influenced you. So it's a season now to think through some of my belief system, my assumptions. They are not serving me. Of course, the reality on the ground is different. Can I speak life regardless? And I wish you an abundant life. Take care. God bless. Have fun this weekend. Bye-bye.